What if I told you that two of the biggest enemies in the world today were once secret allies? Today, Iran and Israel stand on opposite sides of one of the most dangerous rivalries in the Middle East. Their leaders exchange threats, their militaries prepare for conflict, and the entire world watches closely, fearing that a war between them could change global politics forever. But the real question is, why do Iran and Israel hate each other? Surprisingly, this conflict did not start centuries ago. In fact, there was a time when these two nations cooperated, traded, and even trusted each other. So how did friendship turn into one of the most intense rivalries in modern history? Let's go back in time to uncover the untold story. To understand this rivalry, we need to go back in history. Our story begins in 1948, when Israel was officially established as a new state in the Middle East. At that time, Iran was ruled by a powerful monarch known as Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. Unlike many countries in the region, Iran quietly recognized Israel and maintained diplomatic relations with it. During this period, Iran and Israel actually worked together. They traded oil, shared intelligence, and cooperated in several economic and military areas. Israel viewed Iran as a valuable partner in the region, while Iran benefited from Israeli technology and strategic cooperation. For many years, their relationship remained stable, but everything changed in 1979. In 1979, Iran experienced a dramatic political transformation known as the Iranian Revolution. The Shah's government was overthrown after massive protests across the country. A new Islamic government came to power under the leadership of Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. This new leadership had a completely different worldview. The new Iranian government strongly opposed Israel and declared it an illegitimate state. Iran also announced its full support for the Palestinian cause. Soon after the revolution, Iran completely cut diplomatic ties with Israel. The Israeli embassy in Tehran was closed and later handed over to Palestinian representatives. In just a few months, a relationship that once looked like friendship turned into open hostility. One of the biggest reasons for the conflict between Iran and Israel is the issue of Palestine. Iran has positioned itself as one of the strongest supporters of Palestinian resistance groups. Organizations such as Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza receive political and, according to Israel, military support from Iran. Israel considers these groups serious security threats and accuses Iran of funding and arming them. Because of this, Israel views Iran as one of the most dangerous threats to its national security. Another major source of tension between Iran and Israel is Iran's nuclear program. Iran claims that its nuclear program is meant for peaceful purposes such as energy production and scientific development. However, Israel believes Iran might be attempting to develop nuclear weapons. If Iran were to successfully build nuclear weapons, it could dramatically shift the balance of power in the Middle East. Because of these fears, Israel has allegedly carried out cyber attacks, sabotage operations, and intelligence missions targeting Iran's nuclear facilities. This ongoing secret struggle between the two nations is often referred to as a shadow war. For decades, Iran and Israel avoided direct military confrontation. Instead, they fought indirectly through secret operations and regional conflicts. This shadow war has included cyber attacks, mysterious explosions at military facilities, drone strikes, and even assassinations of scientists. Many of these incidents have taken place in countries like Syria and Lebanon, where both Iran and Israel have strategic interests. Although these operations are rarely officially confirmed, analysts believe that both countries are deeply involved in this hidden conflict. In recent years, tensions between Iran and Israel have increased significantly. Military activity, regional conflicts, and political hostility have pushed the two nations closer to open confrontation. Experts around the world warn that if a direct war ever breaks out between Iran and Israel, it could quickly involve other countries and potentially escalate into a much larger regional conflict. This is why the rivalry between these two nations continues to attract global attention. The rivalry between Iran and Israel is not just about politics or military power. It is a complex conflict shaped by history, ideology, regional influence, and security fears. What makes this story even more fascinating is that these two enemies were once partners, and as tensions continue to rise, the world watches closely, hoping that this long-standing rivalry never turns into a full-scale war. If you found this story interesting and want to learn more about global conflicts, hidden histories, and powerful world events, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here on World Voyage, we explore the stories behind the headlines and uncover the history that shapes our world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.